With a 4th and 4 from the 16-yard line for the Rams. And Frank Corral, who kicked a 30-yarder earlier, will try a 34-yarder this time. If he hits it, it'll be 6-0 Los Angeles. Cromwell holds, and they work a fake out of it. Cromwell racing for the first down, and then some. Cromwell near the goal line. Touchdown. He took it all the way in.
What a gutty call that was. They figured they were sitting on a... Here it is from the ground level. You'll be able to see it. It's a fake. Picks that ball up. Takes it around the corner, looking for his blocking. He does some nifty maneuvering right here to get by. Gets not only the first down, but gets into the end zone. Watch the extra effort here to get in. A little squirming.
A 16-yard play from scrimmage. Nolan Cromwell is a guy that the Ram coaches feel might be the best all-around athlete on the team. A quarterback in college, a good special teams player, a secondary man when they have to bring him in the defensive backfield, and a heck of a runner, as he just showed us. Corral for the point after. It's good. And with 14:50 to play in the second quarter, as we look again at Nolan Cromwell's heroics, the Rams have jumped in front 10-0. Trouble at Miami.
17-0 in the second period, and Mr. Shula and the boys are putting it to him.
Frank Corral kicks off, and Danny Reese grabs it at the 10-yard line. And Danny Reese with a good return across the 35. We mentioned at the start of the game that the Rams lead the NFL in ball control while Tampa Bay is last. And you've got a stat here, Tommy, that really points that out.
I'll tell you one thing. The thing that you've got to do is have ball control. And in this first period, Tampa Bay had 8 plays and a net of 7 yards for that first quarter. That's why they're in last place. They've got to generate some offense. And I just hope that Doug Williams can get back in that ball game. They'll probably have to sew his lip up, and he'll be back in.
Before some Tampa Bay fans get mad at you, Tom, they're not in last place. The Bears have dropped 7 in a row. They're in last place.
That's right.
In the Central Division. Buccaneers 4-5. Mike Ray at quarterback in place of the injured Doug Williams. Hands to Ricky Bell, who struggles for 2 or 3 before Jack Hacksaw Reynolds makes the tackle.
They're not only worried about his lip, I think they might be worried about his jaw. We just got to notice from down on the field that they're going to take him in and examine his lip and jaw and see what's wrong with Doug with that. That's, Doug Williams, I had a chance to interview him, Bob, and here's a young, big quarterback who's got, he knows he's young and he's inexperienced, but he really enjoys this game and is really playing his heart out.
From the 36, on a second down play, Ray retreats to throw. Get it off. A flag is down as Cody Jones wrapped Ray up. It was Jones who hit him and forced the fumble a few minutes ago.
Well, that offensive line has, not given up very many sacks recently, but right now they're getting to Mike Ray. Mike Ray cannot find that open receiver.
Jim Tunney indicates that the flag was inadvertently dropped, and there is no penalty, although a flag was down. The Rams bring in the 5th defensive back on 3rd down and 19. LA doesn't show you too much in the way of defensive combinations. They play it straight, don't blitz a lot.
They don't have to. When you're number 1, they've got something going for them that's working right. And right now they're playing great defense against this Tampa Bay's inoperative offense. Blitz is on.
Here it comes. And down goes Mike Ray again.
Face mask we got. That's a break.
Bill Simpson was coming from his free safety spot. He was in on that blitz, but as you say, it's going to work out all right for the Buccaneers because somebody grabbed Ray's face mask.
You can see right here coming through
Simpson.
Mr. Simpson grabs him by the face mask right there.
Yeah, number 48, first down.
That gives him an automatic first down, Bob. You got to have some kind of breaks to keep this game going.
Well, Mike Ray and the Buccaneers dodge a bullet there. And their drive, such as it has been, is sustained at the 32-yard line, which is about 4 or 5 yards in reverse from where they started, but they've got a first down. With 13:25 remaining in the second quarter. They trail at 10-0. Ricky Bell. Bell gets outside. Runs over Rod Perry before Perry can finally force him out of bounds.
Ricky Bell has that capability to get into the outside. Right here, you'll be able to see him. He sees the holes plugged up to the inside, Not too much option except go outside, and then it's a foot race. Watch him lower his shoulder here and run right over him.
He got 11 on the play for a first down at the 46. There are Bell's stats at the start of the day. 451 yards already exceeds his total of last year, which was 436. He was bothered by bone chips in his ankle a year ago and had a disappointing rookie season after being taken #1 ahead of Tony Dorsett. This is another rookie, Johnny Davis. Davis, who replaced the injured Jimmy DeBose and has been averaging almost 4 yards a carry, is stopped by linebacker Jim Youngblood.
He's a big back. You can see him busting through the hole right here. He goes 6'1", 230 pounds. Big boy from Alabama, boy, and he's supposed to be a terrific blocker and affords that protection for that quarterback in there.
Exactly 1 year ago today, he had a big day for the Crimson Tide, gained 124 yards against LSU for Bear Bryant's club. Kansas City rallies a bit, trailing Oakland 14-10. Davis got 6 on the first down carry. Second down and 4 from the LA 48. Ricky Bell to the 45, and it'll be third and short yardage for the Buccaneers, who are in Ram territory for the first time today.
This is the first drive that they've had that even resembles any kind of a drive to get some type of momentum change in this ball game. You know, when you put that burden on that defense all the time and they're out on that field, you know, as much as they were that first quarter, the Buccaneers, and again, you have to take a look at the injuries that they have, Bob. They've got almost every one of their linebackers is hurt right now. They only got, 3 of them left.
Inside 12 minutes to play, second quarter. Third and 1. And they'll put it in the air. Mike Ray has the first down with the completion to tight end Jimmy Giles.
That was a great call right there. What they did is they had a little delay. They set the back straight out. Watch the tight end, number 88, Jimmy Giles. He hits in there, sustains his block for a short period of time, and then releases back out to the flat. Enough to pick up the first down and keep this drive going. They've got to get their momentum changed right now.
A 12-yard pass and run combination between Ray and Giles. The first pass completion of the season for Mike Ray. And it's a first down at the 33 of the Rams. Davis runs into a stone wall headed by middle linebacker Jack Reynolds.
No place to go on that play. The thing that Mike Ray is doing right now is he's mixing his plays well. He's running up inside, he's running to the outside, he's hitting the short pass, or at least trying to. He picked that tight end on a good call on a third down and short yardage situation.
Second and 9 coming up from the 32. A homecoming of sorts for several Tampa Bay players. 7 former USC players on the Buccaneer roster. Mike Ray is one of them. Ricky Bell another. Dave Lewis, Johnny McKay, Danny Reese, Jim Obradovich, and Mike Washington. Bell. Down close to the 25. It'll be a third down play coming up.
That's good hard running to the inside in there. It's just a quick trap up the off the side there. And you'll be able to see Jack Reynolds right here, number 64, playing to play himself, playing the block off right there. A good drive block, staying with him. Bell coming over, Reynolds falling off and making a tackle right there. Ricky Bell does pick up valuable yardage, puts him in a third down and short yardage situation.
Ricky Bell has carried 6 times for 32 yards. Last week against the Packers, he had 20 carries for only 30 yards. Third and 4 from the 27. To get 4 yards, and he doesn't do it. Fred Dreyer cut him down at the line of scrimmage, and then Davis stumbled forward for a couple. But it'll be 4th and 2.
Let's see what Tampa's going to do. Is they going to go for the field goal, or are they going to go for the 6 points?
Well, Neil O'Donohue, their place kicker, has had a very tough time in the past few weeks. He's hit only 1 field goal in the last 6 weeks. He missed a 35-yarder last week against the Packers that could have sewed the game up.
That's right. And they got beat out there. They're going to call a timeout. Mike Ray's going to the sideline to consult, with the coaching staff and Mr. John McKay to find out what he should call after we come back to see what's going to happen.
9:14 remaining in quarter number 2. This year has been a 42-yarder. That's the distance on this one. As Dave Green kneels at the 32, O'Donohue gets it away and puts it through. And and with plenty to spare. Not hit the back wall.
I'll tell you.
About 10 yards beyond the goalposts.
If you get a chance to get a close-up of O'Donohue, take a look at the size of this guy. He's 6'6", 200 pounds, and I think those legs go all the way up to his neck because he really has a whip on that ball. I was watching him kick before the ball game, Bob, and he can really boom him.
They're proud of him right now in Dublin, Ireland, which is where he resides. He's cut the LA lead down to 10-3 with a 42-yard field goal. And it's got to be a confidence builder for him, Tom. He missed a big one last week, as we said, and he's kicked just one, and that was only a 22-yarder in the last 6 weeks.
The thing that you've got to do is you've got to have consistency out of your kickers. You know, like Atlanta last week on Monday night, the bartender comes in there and kicks 5 field goals, you know, which really upsets the Rams here and, you know, brings them the victory. The Atlanta Falcons the victory. The Atlanta team's a good ball club, too.
Jerry Latin is the deep man standing at the goal line. O'Donohue preparing to kick it off. Latin takes it at the 5. Finally finds the handle. And gets out across the 20-yard line. Larry Mucker made the tackle on him. The Bucs kept the ball for 9 plays, went 64 yards. O'Donohue capped it with a 42-yard field goal, and most importantly, they held the ball for almost 6 minutes.
Yeah, that's the important part of it. They had a sustained drive. This Mike Ray led the ball club. I hope that Doug's comes back. We haven't had any update report on Doug Williams as yet, but Mike Ray went in there and did a great job. This kid's coming in there under a lot of pressure, Bob.
So the Buccaneers, who started the day with one of their leading ball carriers, Jimmy DeBose, out, 2 linebackers, Cecil Johnson and Dana Nofziger on the sideline, have now seen Dewey Selman, perhaps their best linebacker, and their quarterback, Doug Williams, lead with injuries. Way up top for Willie Miller, and Miller had his man beaten, but Hayden overthrew him.
Boy, that was still a great throw, I'll tell you. I didn't know Hayden couldn't wing that ball that far. He really let that thing fly. You take a look at Hayden, and he's a small guy. You know, he's only 5'11", 182 pounds, but he let that ball fly that time. He came out throwing on the first down too. That's, you know, that's a key thing right here. I think they're mixing. They're very, you know, they're mixing up their offense, and it's really keeping this defense of Tampa's on their toes.
That's something they've done under Ray Malavasi more frequently than they used to under Chuck Knox.
They're the ground out, grind him out kind of ball club.
Second down and 10 from the 21. And they'll put it in the air again. Hayden under some pressure, gets it out of there to Capoletti. And Capoletti keeps his balance and gains about 5.
And that was on his own, too. Great balance by Capoletti there. He was caught in the backfield. And you can see on the ground level right here, again, they're using these short, quick screens, sending the backs out to the flat, getting the offensive lineman out in front. Capoletti keeping his balance here, picking his way. Almost falls down again, picks it up, gets some good yardage out of a play that was a bust play.
This is 3rd and 5. A lot of different ways the Rams could play it and different ways Tampa Bay could approach it defensively. Cullen Bryant joins Capoletti in the backfield. Hayden throwing on the run with a flag down off the hands of a leaping Terry Nelson and incomplete.
And I think we have a holding penalty, and I think Tampa Bay will refuse it, put them into a punting situation. Good defense by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here. You know, the fans back in Tampa have got to be excited about this ball club, and I have a real good fan back there who's a fan of mine, but she's also an ardent football fan. That's my mother-in-law, Mrs. Vachon.
Holding, offense number 60, refused, 4th down.
Dennis Harrow was holding on the play, and as Tom indicated, Tampa Bay refuses it, bringing up 4th down, and Glenn Walker will have to punt to Danny Reese, who is standing at the Buccaneer 25. 8:04 to play in the first half. The Rams 10 and the Bucs 3.
They've got 10 men down there. I'm wondering if they're coming after it this time.
They are coming after him, but Walker gets the kick away in good shape. Drives Reese back to the 20. And he doesn't go much further than that. They bring him down at the 25. Excellent high kick in the first place by Walker, and then in the second place, good coverage by the Ram punt unit. A 53-yard punt. His name is Phyllis.
Phyllis Wagner.
I knew it wasn't Phyllis George.
And this is some of the talent she has working with her.
A nice group.
She's been a Ram ticket holder for 27 years.
Johnny Davis carrying on first down off the handoff from Mike Ray. Gains a couple out to the 27. It'll be 2nd down and 8. We have less than 8 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter. Fred Dreyer made the stop. Dreyer has an interesting pregame superstition. Before every game, he has the Rams team doctor, the nationally renowned Dr. Robert Curlin, who has performed knee operations on so many famous athletes. He has Dr. Curlin throw him his jersey in the locker room, and Dreyer will not put the jersey on until he catches it in a way that feels comfortable. And they'll repeat the ritual 10-15 times until Dreyer is satisfied with it. 2nd and 8. Ray throws it as far as he can, and it is picked off by Pat Thomas. Pat Thomas into Tampa Bay territory. A flag down on the play. They're going to say that Thomas was down at the time that he made the catch for the interception. And they will nullify the return.
Ray wound up and threw that as far as he could on it. And he just couldn't get it out there far enough. That was good defense by the Rams.
For Pat Thomas, his 4th interception of the year, and here it is again.
You could see Ray throwing, putting everything behind this ball. And again, the interception's right here. And as he goes down, he is touched. It's a good call by the official, and we'll be right back.
20-10, which I'm sure is the top priority for this group of young ladies.
I don't know if everybody saw the score.
7:03 to play 2nd quarter. After the Pat Thomas interception, the Rams have the ball at the 30. Hayden to McCutcheon, who can't hold on. That was the 26th play of the first half for the Rams. They've gained 133 yards. Tampa's had the ball for 19 plays and a net gain of only 43 yards.
You can see who's dominating the statistics right away by just, you know, the Ram defense has really risen to the occasion today of really stopping these guys.
Bob Costas with Tom Matty at the Coliseum in Los Angeles. The stats on Pat Hayden to this point. His Rams lead it 10-3. McCutcheon carries on 2nd down. Trying to drag some defenders with him. Aaron Brown was there, along with Richard Wood for the stop. Wood was the number 3 draft choice of the Jets back in 1975. He's now in his 4th year in the NFL, out of USC. Tampa Bay got him from the Jets for a 7th round draft pick a year ago, so that has to rank as a good deal for them.
And his nickname is the Batman. He's all over the place.
3rd down and 6. Hayden with plenty of time to throw. Over the middle for Willie Miller. Miller with his 31st reception of the year, and it's a Los Angeles 1st down.
There's a flag there, and I think we got a holding against the Rams.
They have been plagued by holding calls in this first half. They'll bring it back.
Ball, Dale. Holding, offense, number 77. 10 yards, still 3rd down.
Doug France came up with the holding penalty there. That pass play was good for 18 yards. It would have given him a 1st down in great field position again, moving the ball, kept the momentum going for him.
Instead, it's 3rd and 16 from the 24 with 6:21.